I think they tried to jump Charleston White, man. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the hell going on, but apparently he stormed off a podcast earlier, and we finna find out why together, man. Welcome back to the channel. It's Cutthroat Duke. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm done talking.
Charleston White is going viral for storming off a podcast that got really heated. Charleston White walked off this podcast before
he walked off on it
got bad. This conversation got really frustrating for Charleston White.
Got to when you outnumbered. Smart man.
Who were more ignorant than him.
My daughter grabs ain't neither. Hold on, this is not a competition. This is not a competition. I'm not banning with no black man that got a problem with his baby mama. You hate your baby mama. What? She hates you. How we gonna get together and the two people who made a seed can't even come together? All right, so what you think we need to do as a community to change this? You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not.
I've been witnessing a trend. Now, I like Charleston White, so hopefully I'm not blowing up
Charleston
Charleston White.
That's kind of crazy.
But, yo, these dudes are getting hustled out of their money. The last couple of interviews that Charleston White did on
he raised baiting them all.
They always end really quickly. So these dudes are paying Charleston White, let's just say $7,000 to $10,000 for hour-plus interviews, right? But Charleston will go on these platforms, start a fight,
yeah,
and then
leave.
walk off.
Damn,
and then walk off the platform early.
Another one.
Damn,
go look at all the small
nigga,
platforms that Charleston White has done in the last couple of months. It all has ended up with him walking out because Charleston White realized if he can start an argument and it gets really heated and then walk out, he could leave after
that's
20
crazy
minutes,
though.
after 30 minutes.
That shit gonna end up coming to bite you in your ass though, brother. Like that shit ain't no good look. So you really missing out doing that. You collecting money faster, of course. You know you getting a bag faster, but you're losing long-term relationships, bro. Like it's not. I don't think it's a good trade-off. But I'm not fucking Charleston White.
He don't gotta stay for the whole hour, even though he's getting paid for the full hour. It's very smart and it's brilliant. But in this conversation, it started off where it was a productive conversation. But the problem here is Charleston White met a group of niggas who's more ignorant than him.
I'm tired as hell.
Charleston White is often not in a room with people who can out-igger him. These folks out-igger Charleston White at all levels.
What you think we need to do as a community to change that? You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not. Apologize. That's why we can't get ahead.
How the hell? How motherfuckers supposed to remember all the motherfuckers he done hurt? Sometimes you hurt people by accident, my nigga. Sometimes you just hurt people being your damn self. What do you do about that? I'm not apologizing. I'm unapologetic.
I got two kids. I got two kids by one woman who I was married to. I ain't got bastard baby. So go apologize. Go apologize.
I ain't apologizing.
So have you gone to jail on your kids? Have you gone to jail on your kids? No.
I come from a household. I come from a household with no mama, no daddy, no.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear them sad stories. I know plenty out there. But what are your morals like?
They yelling this shit.
Do they pray tonight? Do they serve your God? Because you failed as a father, as a mother. Your children don't serve your God. My son have never been arrested. My daughter grabs ain't neither. Hold on, this is not a competition. This is not a competition.
Man's 18 and a truck driver. No felonies with business accounts.
Have you ever been to jail on your children? Have you ever been to jail on your children?
I have, yeah.
I haven't.
I haven't.
I never. So hold on.
It's about to get out of hand quickly. So the conversation started where
Charleston White, didn't Charleston White go to jail before he had kids, though? I don't know. This nigga old as hell. He could have been in jail. He could have been a janitor. He could have been a teacher or principal. He had all the time in the goddamn world to do all this shit. That's why I don't like really talking to old niggas like this, man. It's like, y'all don't want to spread the knowledge the correct way. You been here all this motherfucking time and still don't know how to talk to your peers or the generation under you, bro. You still can't kick that old school game correctly, my nigga. All this yelling and shit you doing and shit, comparing your life to other people. Nigga, you been here. You're ancient as hell. God damn.
Solutions for the black community. Charleston White is saying, It's the black man's job and duty to be head of the household and to teach his family and to lead his family.
That's true.
However,
that's true.
We have gone astray because we're beefing with our baby mamas.
Yeah.
We're beefing with our families.
Yeah.
Right? And the black family structure is torn apart.
It is.
And the solution to this is for the black man to go back and apologize to his
that
baby
ain't gonna
mama,
do shit.
get right,
that ain't gonna do
band
shit.
back together and fix the family structure. Charleston also says he can't.
It would be worth it, but bro, be fucking for real, gang. If you got a baby mama, you know I'm not bullshitting. What is an apology gonna do?
Hey y'all, come look at this.
Huh? I'm sorry. Let's work it out. I'll do right this time. You know how many motherfuckers done said that and heard that? Oh my God.
And do no work in fixing the community.
Come on, man.
With
Let's
any
be for
man
real.
who's beefing with his baby mama. Now, did Charleston White believe this? Obviously not. Obviously he doesn't.
He trolling, huh?
Charleston White is just talking.
Fucking
but
goofy,
the
man.
message is correct though, right? Like the black family structure is crucial and at the center.
I get what he's trying to say.
You know, all of our problems, right? Now, they get on this conversation. What I think happened is before this interview with Charleston White, dude probably told his homies, man, Charleston White be rowdy, but I ain't gonna let him, out-muscle me and out-talk me. When he get loud, I'm gonna get loud too. And that's exactly what we saw. Again, this was a productive conversation with a positive message, but once Charleston White starts getting loud, Buddy stood up too and started getting loud.
Yeah.
The dude at the edge of the table, his job during this interview was he didn't want to look soft when these clips go out. He didn't want to look like Charleston White came into my city and out-talk me in my city.
No, he got paid to be a tough guy.
Like war instead of a productive conversation. And once it starts going left, it was just derailed completely and it couldn't come back to the center, right? Like, honestly, right? Even when Charleston White was like, hey, listen, man, my child ain't never cussed. That's because I was in my kid's life and I was cool with my baby mama. Buddy starts, yeah, not me too. Me too, what you say? Not me too. It was like, all right, man. This conversation is
get to a point.
At this point, once it starts going here, we just watching at this point for the train wreck in the car crash. We're not watching to listen anymore.
I haven't. This is not a competition. I'm just asking questions because I'm a day one father. I didn't make bastard babies, for one. That's a curse that you put upon your children that the white man has nothing to do with. You curse your children having children out of wedlock. So I'm going to say this. I'm a day one daddy. My children don't know what it's like not to be in the house with their father. They was raised by me, live with me. If you ain't done that, it's hard to talk to you brothers because you're getting offensive about what I'm saying rather than receiving.
Not with me, cause
no. It ain't about It ain't about what you, because you still looking in the past. You just say, I know.
Come down to some can't be corrected. Period. Some bitches can't be corrected.
They cussing like a mother. These niggas cussing up a storm, ain't it?
Ain't either. It ain't about the.
I'm thinking my shit skipping.
It's about what you done wrong to the didn't do wrong to you first.
How you know?
You showed up. You showed up based off what you just said. Based off what you just said. You just said you were with no mother.
You can't correct. You can't correct the.
This ain't got nothing to do with the. I'm talking about us, black men. Take the eyes off the. You said you showed up already with no mama. So how you gonna love her and you ain't get love from mama, which is the first teacher. Mama is the first teacher. So if you don't get love and nurture from mama, you go misuse and abuse her because you sure don't know how to use a woman, black man.
That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
That's your opinion.
Hey, man, I don't want to argue.
Do y'all think that's a good statement? Do y'all think that's an opinion or a fact? Because at the same time, if you think about it, if you get over all the battles of being with your baby mama or a spouse, whatever, for your kid, right? And he grow up with the loving from both of y'all, his dad and his mom. It's really I feel like from the dad, he would learn respect to other men, and from the mom, he would learn respect to other women. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of making a point. Even if he don't live by this, he kind of making a good point. Where the fuck did he get this information from?
Next question. Let's change the subject. I get hot. I would book the talk.
You the only nigga with a damn tracksuit on. No, you hot as hell in there.
A lot of podcasts make the mistake of over talking their guests because they want to be seen. Why have the guest here if you want to do all the talking? The content comes from me asking the question. Boom, get out your feelings. It's for them. It's for them.
Right.
But I watch from the streets. This ain't they lane. Because you have to ask, then listen. See, you lose your advertiser. Bunch of black men done got angry. This video just lost its sting.
Charleston White has a decent message that is half correct because you can't tell me that the man is 100% wrong all the time. But I do understand the message, which is, hey, bruh, if it's a petty disagreement, put your pride to the side, man. Even if she's wrong, apologize, man.
Right.
So in that regards, I understand. Yeah, you should thrive to be emotionally mature to where you can put the kid before your own feelings. Understand, but to say like 100% of the time, like the woman is the one who's been wrong first. No. We know some good men who's been wrong first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like who did
they go both ways,
and the
man.
woman is just tripping. So in that regard, yes. But when Charleston White is talking, they kept on interjecting. Now this is where I do agree with Charleston White halfway. Now I've seen interviews, like for example with Say Cheese, where Say Cheese is just like responding back and rebuttaling, and Charleston White gets pissed. Or even with the Loon conversation, where Charleston White is talking to Loon. Now, Loon is giving him room to talk.
Who the hell is Loon?
But he is rebuttaling things he don't agree with, and Charleston White gets pissed and threatened to walk off. And I think during that interview, he does walk off as well, right? Because he don't want to be challenged. Now, in those interviews, I had a problem with it because it's a conversation, right? You're here to have a conversation. With this podcast, I kind of understand.
Yeah, it's a screaming match.
Asked Charleston White a question.
They got into a screaming match.
Charleston White is... Now
that's what's crazy though. How you gonna fucking ask me? Like if I'm Charleston White, I'm probably doing the same thing. I'm walking the fuck off. How you gonna ask me a question and then not let me speak? Bitch, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You asked me a question, you shouldn't have got on here writing personal questions anyways. Boy, I'm not here for you. I'm here for your fans to make them fans of me. You shouldn't even be a fan of me. We are all grown ass men. So you asking me a question and then get me your feelings, bro, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of self-reflecting. If I must, it's telling on your goddamn self. And a lot of black people do that. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
It does go off on a tangent.
I've done that before.
He was in the middle of making a point, and they kept on interjecting, and he expressed, "Hey, this is frustrating. Let me get off my point and let me speak, and then respond." In this regard, I do think they interjected a tad bit too much. But like Charleston, I do have to understand, like, bro, like if you're on a podcast, like you can't go off on a 10-minute tangent and then get upset when they interrupt you at the 9-minute mark. All right, bro, you've talked enough.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were talking for 10 minutes, though.
But it's a podcast instead of an interview. DJ Vlad is an interview. These dudes invited you on their podcast for y'all to have a conversation, and a conversation is a two-way street, so I do understand in that regard.
This men can't realize that the put out what you put in her. Stop putting so much dick in her. Watch your behave properly. Give her some proper instructions. Give her some game. Show her how to heal her hurt with her mama. Don't put your hurt and her hurt together and y'all trauma bond to end up hurting one another and working against your children based on how y'all feel about each other.
But let me say something to you. You prejudge some of us.
I'm not prejudging. I don't know y'all.
Hold on,
I don't know y'all.
You stereotype some of us.
I'm not stereotype. I'm saying me.
But let me speak. Let me speak.
I don't want her. See, so this is why I don't do podcasts with black men. Because you want to tit for tat me rather than moving to the next question.
Bro, let him, what? We here to dissect one topic. All right, I agree with him, but he fucking losing me, man. He losing me, bro. He doing a little too much goddamn talking. We here to dissect a certain topic, and you want to get asked a question, answer, and then we move on. Like, bitch, no. Now I have an opinion on what you just said. Now I have extra thoughts. You inspired me to think. Now I have something to say. That's how a conversation goes, bro. Each and every one of these men, if all 5 of them should say their piece on one specific concept or topic, and then we move on, gang. If it's something to be said, if you can relate. But like, come on, bro. He
Tit for tat,
he
you trying to
tripping.
get
He
some
probably
bag.
set this shit up, bro.
You
He
attacked
ran
me by
off.
saying I prejudge.
Nigga finessed in the bag.
But what you said
I'm
was a very
speaking-
prejudgment.
I'm
Old
speaking-
ass
I'm
man,
about
bro.
black men.
Well, because most black men are not in the homes.
Exactly.
I'm
You
going off
perceived us to
statistics.
be those type
No,
of
no,
black
no,
men.
no, no, no.
Yeah, the did.
I asked questions. I didn't perceive. I asked questions. I said, who been? Have you? I never perceived anything. I specifically asked questions because I know how to communicate in this form.
Okay, so if that is the case, you didn't give us a chance to clarify that we're not those type of men you talk about.
I never said you were. That's why I asked specifically. He said he wasn't. You said you did. Have you been in prison? Yeah. He said no. I did give you a chance.
I'm speaking to before that. When you talking about people, kids.
I never said
the
y'all
position
kids.
our children's
I
in.
said black men. I didn't say y'all. 73% of households. 73% of households.
You didn't say yes.
I didn't attack y'all. He took it as that. 73, I'm talking statistics without saying numbers. 73% of households are headed by a single mother. 80% of kids, father names is not on an emergency contact in school. I can keep going on, homie. So it's not y'all. I said us. As a whole.
So, again, us as a whole, because it's about changing the narrative. We don't want to keep perpetuating.
It's not about changing a narrative.
How it ain't?
It's
You
about
don't want it to be changed?
No. Narrative. It's about changing the man in the mirror. I didn't look at a narrative. I went in the mirror. I walked back from the mirror.
He get into some shit. He killing their ass. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing you can say about that. We ain't fucking with no narrative. Y'all as grown ass men, y'all worry about shaping the narrative. No, man. This nigga is really telling you how to fix what's going on in the community. All right, bro.
Fixing what I needed to fix.
Preaching a
I
little
became
bit.
the change I wanted to see. I looked around in the house. I didn't say nothing to the. I didn't say.
Brother Charleston. Brother Charleston. I got Usher Charleston right here. Brother Charleston. This is brother, whatever the fuck these
nothing
folks
to the
name
kids.
is.
I
That nigga a
started
brother at the
fixing
church,
what needed
Brother
to be
Charles.
fixed. I started cleaning up. I started focusing on me. And as I got me better, my house got better.
And what I'm telling you, at the point of life that all of us are
It's
at,
not a narrative.
we're at that.
It's about
we're at that page.
self-improvement.
From within.
We're at that page. So we're
I'm not
at
saying
that page,
you're
and we're
not,
on
brother.
self-improvement.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not.
Charleston White Scary has left the building. Let him leave.
There you go, bro.
They
All
called him
Charleston White done
scared.
finessed y'all out y'all money, man. Y'all should have ran after. Hey, Charleston, we paid you for an hour, bro. You can't do this. Y'all just sat there too and watch him walk off. Yo, you think Charleston White wanted to do an hour podcast?
Nigga took over the bag like this.
Podcast where
No
the
cap.
podcast table is a pool table, and y'all got water bottles in the. Oh no, y'all. Yo, Charleston finessed y'all, man. Bro, go back and watch the other podcasts where Charleston White does interviews with smaller platforms.
That's crazy.
It always ends up in a walkout.
That's crazy, bro. Charleston White finessing the bag as always, but I guess I support it because he's really that message. I get what he was saying, man. I get what he was saying. Hopefully, I'll get what he was saying. Let me know if you don't know. Let me know if this nigga need to shut his ass up. He always in the spotlight. I ain't gonna lie. I guess he's doing his job, but damn, my nigga, like, damn. Come on, gang. You need to sit the fuck down for work. You go marry some. Why the fuck is he not married? It be 60-year-old niggas who ain't got no wife. Or if they do, what the fuck is the wife? You know, this nigga, how this nigga got so much time to be on these internet podcasts anyways? Like, goddamn. Talking about the wrong shit, bro. But, I don't know. Maybe we gotta say sorry as men, as black men. We need to apologize for all our wrongs and get our family straight. You hear me? Let me know how y'all feel, because I don't know, man. I'm